Hello there, we're going to show you how to hide and show objects in Classpad.net, and this is usually impacted with the geometry sticky. So I'm going to pull up a geometry sticky, and actually let's change our paper's title to hide show. So pull up a geometry sticky and let's just start making some things, right? It doesn't really matter what I'm making. So I can draw objects, and if I extend a little bit here, maybe I want to actually construct some things. So let's construct something really. Let's construct a right triangle. Okay, so I've got a segment, and I want to construct a perpendicular to one of these points. Okay, so there's my perpendicular, so I know that this is now perpendicular, so then let's put a point somewhere on this line, and then let's connect G to this point, this segment. So I've constructed a right triangle. I actually maybe want to construct that segment too. So since I've done that, okay, so I've made this construction, but I only want to see the triangle part of it, right? So this is where hide show comes in handy. So if you've constructed something that has a lot of underlying parent functions, the perpendicular line is underlying the segment of that triangle IH, I don't need to see the whole line anymore because I used it to help me make sure IH was perpendicular, but now I don't need to see it. So if I want to hide something that helped me create something else, which is what happens when you're doing properties of very special types of shapes, right? Triangles, squares, those types of things, I can select what I want, and this right here is our display menu. So I've selected that perpendicular line, and when I click this, if I show you, it has the options no matter what I've selected. So I may have selected more than one thing, but whatever I've selected, I can now hide it. So when I hide it, you'll notice it's no longer there. It doesn't mean it's gone, it just means I can't see it anymore. And so now my right triangle stays a right triangle because the underlying perpendicular is still there, but I can't see it. And I could also I could hide points. If let's say I have a segment and I don't want it to be changed, so I don't want the students to move it, make it different size, I could hide these 2 points. So I select the 2 points, and again I go to my display menu and I hide those objects. And so if we go back to that segment, now notice I can move the segment, right? But I can't change its orientation and I can't change its length because I hid the points that control that. So hiding is very easy. You select what you want to hide and you simply click this display menu, and hide, if you select something, it's going to be an option, right? So pretty easy, not hard to hide at all. Let's say though, oh my gosh, I want to get back that perpendicular. Maybe I want to add something to it. I want to get back that, I want to change the length of the segment. So perhaps I've hidden many objects on my screen and I want to see them again. Up here, remember the 3 dots mean more. If I click on this, you'll notice down here at the very bottom it says you've got a bunch of hidden objects. Right now they're not visible, but do you want to make them visible? So if I make them visible, watch what happens. They are there, they're kind of grayed out, but I could now see the underlying structures, and let's kind of clear off that. So here's my point. So since I can see it now, I know that they've been hidden, and I can show them all and bring them back, and now I can adjust things and hide them again maybe later if that's what I want to do. And I think I'm not in this point too. I'm not in the point tool, which is why I couldn't select anything. So let's go back and do that again, right? So now I can adjust. So you can hide something, but you can always bring them back if you want when you go up here to the 3 dot menu and make things visible. I could hide them again if I wanted to. So that's what we do if we want to hide things. This is really important when you are doing constructions and have a lot of underlying components that help you create a construction that maintains its properties, but you don't actually want to see all those underlying constructs. So hide show, pretty easy. Select the object, go down to display, and hide. So have fun playing. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and check out our other videos on YouTube. Thanks.